Hello, I'm Megan, one of the Home Detox Coaches, and I'm here to welcome you to Essential Oils University. This is going to be the class for level 101, so we'll be concentrating on the first 11 most commonly used oils, and we will talk about what essential oils are, etc. So here's how it's going to work. So your coach or the person who enrolled you or the person who told you about essential oils can help you. They will either be sending you a text when you have completed it, an email when you've completed each one, or you'll be joining us here in one of the Facebook groups. And so what you will need to do after you have watched each one of the videos is just comment back or let your coach, enroller, or person that sent you here know that you've completed that one and you're ready for the next one. So the reason that the Home Detox Coaches and other oil enthusiasts have joined me in doing this is we want to really educate people, because we have been on this journey for a while and learned a lot and seen some amazing things happen since we've been on this journey. What I have found is that the average person applies about 300 chemicals to themselves a day. That's just unbelievable. 300 chemicals, 80 of them before breakfast. Most of them are from soap, makeup, shampoo, and hair care. Our skin is our biggest organ, and it absolutely absorbs everything that we put on our skin, goes right into our bloodstream. So our bodies, as you know, are designed to release toxins and chemicals and detox themselves through sweat, etc. But the average person, especially in our day and age, is just bombarded by constant chemicals from things that we're eating, things that we're smelling, things we're putting on our skin, carpeting. I mean, there's just so many around us everywhere. And so over time, our body gets bombarded with all these chemicals and it cannot release them and detox them. So our bodies have started to store these chemicals and toxins in our organs, like lungs and kidneys and all of our different organs, and also in our fat cells. So after some time, what happens is our bodies is storing these chemicals and it starts to wreak havoc with our body. Our body systems are not able to function properly, and that's where some major health issues come into play. So essential oils can help your body system. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Essential oils are naturally occurring in nature. They are considered the blood of the plant, so they help the plants to stay hydrated, protect the plants from disease and other environmental things, and it helps to provide nutrients to the plant. In humans, essential oils support every single system. That is just amazing to me. So what I mean by that is essential oils help to support all of our body systems, including our skeletal, muscular, circulatory, endocrine, hormonal, respiratory, and even our immune system. So the essential oils help our bodies function properly. So as you know, we cannot control all of the toxic products that we're exposed to unless you live in like a bubble. But we can certainly be proactive and use essential oils to help boost our body systems, help to replace some of our toxic products that we're using with ones that we know are pure, or use our own essential oil made ones, so that we can make sure our bodies are working effectively and be proactive. So just to let you know, I am not a doctor. Essential oils are not medicine, so I cannot prescribe. I'm not telling you how to treat or cure disease. Your body's the one that's going to do that. So I'm just here to show you how these most commonly used oils, how I use them, and what body systems they can help to improve. So why do I use essential oils every day, and specifically why do I diffuse every day? So two main reasons. One is for detox, which we're already talking about how our bodies are holding on to all these toxins. So did you know that one drop of pure essential oil has 40 million trillion molecules in it in one drop? So when you're diffusing just one drop, you're inhaling all that amazing goodness. So we recommend, the Home Detox recommend that you diffuse for the first 5 days. There are other ways that you can use oils, which we'll be talking about in this group, in this training. But for the first 5 days, I would say just start with diffusing, because see how your body's doing with it. And it's the safest way to use your oils. It's a little more intense when you're using them topically, and there are only some that you can use internally. So the second reason besides detoxing, which when I tell you just diffuse and etc., because you can, if you're using it too much and your body has a lot of toxins, you can actually have some detox symptoms where when those toxins are released, you might feel a little dizzy or nauseous, things like that. If that's happening, then just back off a little bit and start a little slower, because you got to get all that junk out of your body, right? But you don't want to feel those symptoms. So the second reason why I use essential oils all the time and why I diffuse them is for stress tox. So detox and stress tox. What do I mean by that? Well, we all have stress. I have a lot of stress in my life. I run 2 businesses, I'm a mom, and I'm always on the go. So there's always stresses around us. So your nose is connected to your limbic lobe of your brain, which is just so fascinating to me. I'm a speech language pathologist. I've studied a lot about the brain, and this is the one, your sense of smell is the only sense that this happens with. So it's directly connected to your limbic lobe of your brain, and your limbic lobe is the emotional control center. Okay, so the limbic lobe is responsible for controlling all your feelings. So that, whether that be depression, anxiety, or joy and happiness, it controls all of those. So when you inhale an essential oil, it is going right into the limbic lobe. Now the limbic lobe is also linked to other areas of the brain which control blood pressure, memory, and hormone balance. Pretty cool, huh? So when you inhale it, it actually hits your emotional part of your brain before it even gets to logic. So I have seen this work. I mean, for me, I need that emotional support. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure I'm not alone. I need it. It works for me. It is amazing how calming and helpful these oils have been to me when I am having a stressful moment, which happens quite a bit. So when you're diffusing, think about picking your mood. Think about what do you want to feel like, and then go for an oil that helps you with that. If you want to boost your energy, or you want to boost your mental clarity, or you want to wake up, or you want to relax. So think about the essential oil that you want to diffuse and set your mood for that day, that time, that hour, those 2 seconds you have, right? And the really cool thing about the essential oils is it's not like one of those toxic sprays or candles or anything like that has tons and tons of toxins in it. It actually cleans the air, and it's safe for everyone in your house. Pretty cool. So now that we talked about the basics about what essential oils are, and if you want to learn more, please reach out to me or your home detox coach, because we have so much more. I could go on for hours, but we don't have hours. I want to stick to the point here. But why do we choose Young Living? So this is a really important thing, because essential oils are popping up everywhere. I swear I see them at every store, every corner. Everybody's got an essential oil. So why do we use Young Living? So not all essential oils are the same. They are not all created the same. Young Living takes the highest safety standards, the highest. You cannot use all of the tips and tricks that we're teaching you in this class and use a cheaper brand, because you are not going to have the same effect. You just aren't. The FDA only requires that companies put 5% essential oil in the bottle in order to call it pure or therapeutic grade. 5%, you guys. So there are some that are just perfume oils or fragrance. Be careful of fragrance. It could be any number of hundreds of chemicals. And those are still allowed to be called essential oils, even if there's no essential oil in it. But I'm talking about even the ones that are called pure or therapeutic grade, they only need to have 5% in there. And they don't have to tell you what else is in there. Crazy, isn't it? This is why I only trust Young Living. Some of them actually contain chemicals and solvents. And a lot of times the solvents are used to increase the harvest, to increase the plant production. And a lot of these solvents can be cancerous. It's just such a shame to me because I know how amazing essential oils are, and I see all the time how, there's different posts about how essential oils cause this or that, the other thing. Well, that's usually because they're using cheap brands and there's a bunch of other stuff in there. It's not really an essential oil. So I as you know, I only trust Young Living. So even the essential oils are sold in most retail stores, which I see them popping up everywhere. Even Walmart has them, Bath and Body Works. Everybody's got an essential oil now because they want to jump on the money train. Oh, this is so popular. Let's do it, right? They can be diluted with carrier oils or even alcohol by 80 or 90%. So some people say, well, Young Living their essential oils are expensive. Well, not really when you compare it. So if you bought an essential oil that has only 5% essential oil in it and it costs you $20, and Young Living's is $30, but it's 100% pure, who's getting the better deal? Pretty simple, right? So Young Living has what's called the Seed to Seal Promise. This is a pretty cool thing. So they've been around for over 30 years. They're absolute the leader in essential oils. They are the first company. You can ask me more about other companies. I'm happy to tell you. But they were the first original company. Gary Young started it. And they have been around for over 30 years, so they have seen it all. And the Seed to Seal Promise basically means that they are in control of that plant from the time it is a seed until they seal it. So a lot of other companies buy the oils from other places and just repackage. Some buy the plants from other places and then distill it, but Young Living is in control from the entire process. They grow their own plants. They hand weed their plants. I was actually at their one of their plants or farms in Utah, and it was amazing to see. They literally hand weed their plants. There are no pesticides used, no chemical used, no chemicals used during their distillation process. They don't use any weed killer. They actually only use their own essential oils on their plants. They are always harvested at peak. They have the most vigorous third-party testing. They distill them themselves. I mean, it's just an amazing process. So with that in mind, if you want to learn more about Seed to Seal, check out the website, talk to your coach about it. But what I recommend, the way that I started and a lot of people have started, was through getting the premium starter kit. So I'll just show you really quickly. This I find is the best way to get started because it's 50% off of retail and you get a free diffuser. So in addition to the diffuser, what's inside of here, as you can tell here, are 10 of the most commonly used oils. When you take this off, so here they are, and these are all ones that we are going to be talking about in our class. Also on the bottom here, you get a sample of Ningxia Red, Stress Away, which is upside down, some sample packets, a roller ball, all kinds of great stuff. So once you become a wholesale member by just getting your kit, or there's other options too, reach out to the person that told you about this, you will get a lifetime of becoming a wholesale member, meaning you get 24% off all of the products that Young Living has, which is over 600 products. pretty amazing. Baby line, makeup line, natural everything, you name it, and they use that seed to seal promise on everything that they sell. There's no fees, no purchase requirements, no catch. It really is amazing. So in our class, we are going to be talking about how you're going to use these oils to boost your different body systems, like your immune system, helping you with your moods, all that sort of good stuff. I'm really excited. So glad that you guys are all here, and let's get started.